Shooting USA is brought to you by SnapSafe and the full line of Trek-Lite lockboxes. Affordable security for home or travel. Get 15% off with code SUSA15 at snapsafe.com.
Have you ever heard somebody on the range talk about blending positions? How you do that is shooting on the move, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about on today's Colt Pro Tip. This drill I have set up right here is 2 target sticks, one for the start position and one for the end position. There are 3 key factors to having a successful shooting on the move: bending your knees, heel toe, and isolating your tension. For bending our knees, we're going to bend them, and the reason for this is to have them act as shock absorbers to make sure that our gun stays as steady as possible. Next, we want to make sure we do heel toe while meaning contact with the ground at all times. You're going to roll on the outside edge of your feet. Lastly, we want to make sure that we isolate our tension by keeping tension from our waist down, as well as having a strong grip. We want to maintain a relaxed core as much as possible. This will make sure that it goes right out to the ground and there's no stiffness that are stuck in our body. So it looks something like this going forwards. I'm going to heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, and then it's the same put in reverse. You're just going to go toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. As you watch this live demo, take note of my knee bend as well as my feet. But most importantly, I want you to take note of how stable my gun is both forward and backwards. Now here's a great drill that you can do at home, anytime, anywhere for shooting on the move. And all you need is a water bottle. The water line represents our sight picture. If the water line jostles around, that means our sight picture is not good and we need to fix something in our shooting on the move. If the water line is stable, that means our sight picture is good and we will get really good hits when we're actually live firing. So let's try it out. So as you can see here, it jostles around, which means I need to change something in my shooting on the move. So I'm just going to adjust a few things and it will be perfect. So as you can see, there's a drastic difference between A and B, and that's something that you can do anytime, anywhere. Another thing that helps me succeed while shooting on the move is foot placement. When I'm placing my feet on the ground, I want to make sure that they're in line with my shoulders, sort of like a railroad track. If I go back and forth further than my shoulder width, I'm going to rock. If I go in a line sort of like a tightrope, I'm going to be super unbalanced. So I want to make sure that my happy place is right in line with my shoulders like a railroad track. So next time you're on the range, shoot on the move. It'll help you improve your shooting.
The .22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge easily outperforms all other .22 caliber cartridges in its class, producing .22 250 performance in an AR-15 platform. The .22 ARC is engineered to take full advantage of the most aerodynamic .22 caliber bullets. This means tighter groups, increased accuracy, and an exceptional shooting experience. .22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge from Hornady.
Thanks again for tuning into the Shooting USA YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed the content. A couple of notes. Make sure you take advantage of SUSA15 at snapsafe.com. That's our discount code that saves you 15% on anything from SnapSafe, and that gets to be some big money when you start talking about modular safes and vault doors. Also, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our new content. As always, a like and a comment helps us with that algorithm.